Alright guys, so I'm going to give you a review of some gloves, which I finally am reviewing. I've had them and used them forever. They're the Warrior Riots. Everybody knows they have the switch cuff. If you don't know how it works, it's a Velcro. You can take it out, and then there's a Velcro in the middle and Velcro on the other side, and you can actually take off the cuff and put on a different color. So there's like, you're supposed to have like a home and away glove, or like alternate gloves like I do. Like I have one black cuff, one white cuff. Really easy to use. Pretty much anybody can figure it out unless your IQ is like 6. But yeah, these are soaking wet, so ew. Alright. These are definitely, they've got some pros, but they've also got some cons, so let's get into it. First of all, they're Warriors, in my opinion, they're Warriors' lowest profile glove, in that they're the least bulky of Warriors' glove. They're about the middle of a price range for gloves, right in the middle. It's around 120-ish, so that's a pretty good price for how nice these gloves are. They're definitely not like Regulators, 170, Assault, 180, Mac Daddy 3, or Mac Daddy 4s, which are really not worth any money. Don't buy them, ever. But low profile glove, which is really rare for Warrior. Usually they're really bulky. Warrior gloves are usually really blocky, and like they have these certain blocks, and as you can see, this one looks really blocky, the backhand design. But flexibility is a 10. I can bend my fingers back in every direction. I also took off the wrist cuff because the wrist cuff was really small. It was one of those where it had to be really tight in your wrist, and I like to wear mine loose. I can't even talk. It's really tight. Yeah, it's really tight on your wrist. So you can't even get it on without undoing it. And then if you leave it undone, it gets caught here. It's really nasty, and I don't like it at all. So I cut it off. Ventilation on these gloves is actually pretty good. They've got 2 big vents in the back here. The fingers have vents, and then there's some vents in the palm. Overall, they're really good gloves. They have pinky protection, but for some reason they have no index finger protection. So this is blank, so kind of bad. It hasn't happened to me yet, but if I get a check right across my finger, it could easily break my finger. You know, I really like them. They're still a little bit bulkier than STX gloves, even though they're not that bulky. Protection, they're really, really good. I use these at attack and midi. They're great for both. And then let's move on to the palms. They are a suede palm, and when you first get them, I really did not like them because they had no grip to them at all. They were super slippery. If you have the same problem as me, what I recommend doing is just start playing with them, because as you sweat in them and they get a little bit wet, the palms get a little wet, the palms actually get more grippy, and they're the perfect amount of grip once they're wet. The palms do get a little crusty if you know you're playing a game in the wet or in the rain, or you're just sweating a lot and then you leave them. They do get a little crusty. Way to fix that is just put a little bit of water on them before, or if you just bend them a bunch of times, it'll work away that for the time being. The palms, they wear pretty quickly, the least quickly out of every Warrior glove I've tried. The Regulators rip like really easily. Mac Daddy 4s rip really easily. Pretty much every Warrior glove rips really easily. These wear really quickly, or not that quickly actually. I've had these for a good while, and they're wearing, but they're not ripping, which is really, really good. So yeah, it's a palm. Like a suede leather. They got this grip leather going down here, but it's not grippy, not too grippy at all. They're really great, incredibly flexible. You know, you can bend your finger in every way. I can even move them back. Probably my second favorite glove in the game. First favorite is third favorite glove in the game. So yeah, third. So first is the Assault, second is Vapor Elites, and third is probably Riots. Later this year, I'm going to be getting a custom pair of Oregon Riots, which is going to be dope. My friend, he goes to Oregon now. He's going to snatch me a pair. So it's going to be pretty sick. But Warrior Riots, definitely recommend buying. A little bit light on the protection side, but if you run by it, if you run through it, you can't really feel it. And if you younger kids are worried about getting hit, as you get older, if you learn to get away from pressure by just running. So if there's like, you know, if someone's going to hit your hand, if you run, it doesn't hurt as bad. So yep, that's about it, and thanks for watching.